Hey gang, this is how to play Here to Slay. So let me teach you how to play Here to Slay. This is your basic deck, this is your monster deck, and these are the available party leaders you can choose from. All these cards are a part of the main deck. These are your 6 hero classes. This is a challenge card. These are your 3 modifiers. The magic card, item card. Hero and party leader classes are shown by specific symbols. This is the wizard party leader and hero class. This is the protector, fighter, ranger, bard, thief. There's only 6 in the main game. Party leaders can attack like heroes, but can never be destroyed, sacrificed, or gotten rid of like heroes can. In other words, your party leader is always there to help you. Heroes, they can be destroyed, sacrificed, stolen, and otherwise affected. They're not temporary, but they stay on the board as long as nobody does anything to them. Challenge cards work like counter cards in Magic the Gathering, or also like nay cards in Unstable Unicorns. Except you don't automatically nay or counter something. You challenge them and you both have to roll a pair of dice, okay? The person that plays the challenge card rolls, they rolled an 11. The person that played the card over here, let's say it's this card, must roll an 11 or better. So in this case, 11 or 12. The person that played the card only rolled a 9. Therefore, the person that played the challenge wins, and the card gets discarded. In the same situation, where this person plays a hero and this player plays a challenge, there are modifier cards that can be used. When the challenger played an 11, he decided not to use any modifiers. When the person playing the hero only rolled a 9, they decided to do a +2, putting their total up to 11, which would tie, which means they would win and be able to play it. Now, if the challenger player had a modifier such as this one, they could do the +1 or the -3. They could -3 to their opponent's roll or +1 to their own roll. And the other player, the player that played the hero, could play something like this, a modifier. So the modifiers knock down the rolls. So if you're losing your roll and you really want the roll to succeed, then you use a modifier card. Magic cards, all you do is play the magic card. If it doesn't get countered or challenged in this game, you do the ability and it goes to the discard pile. Items can be played on your heroes and your opponent's heroes. Some of them are negative, they're called cursed items. Components you will need to play Here to Slay: deck of basic cards, monster deck, party leaders, and 2 dice. Once this game releases, you'll be able to get all of this. However, since this is a print and play, you'll have to make your own deck and grab your own dice. Not a big deal. So let's start playing. Take the monster deck and shuffle it up real good. Players pick party leaders. You guys can roll to see who picks first, or you can do a free-for-all and just everyone grab one. Whoever picks the hero last gets to play first. So this person will take the fighter, and this person will take the wizard. Note, in a 2-player game, you cannot use the thief class. Now that you've got your game board set up and ready to go ahead and deal out 5 cards to each player playing. This player picked last, so they're gonna go first. To start your turn, you get 3 action points. For 1 action point, you can play hero cards, item cards, or magic cards, which I currently don't have. You can also draw a card, or you can roll the dice to use the ability on a hero. I don't have any heroes in play, so I can't roll for the ability currently. After your party leaders are selected, go ahead and flip 3 monster cards face up. These are the available monsters you have to slay. Now deal 5 cards to each player. This player selected their party leader last, so they get to play first. Each player has 3 action points to spend. they can use 1 action point to draw a card from the deck. There is no hand limit. Play a hero card, an item card, or a magic card. This player currently has a magic card, so no worries. Or you can pick a hero ability on the board and roll dice for it. There's currently no heroes on the board, so you can't roll any dice. This has no ability to roll dice for. For 2 action points, you can attack a monster card. But there are requirements for the monster cards. This monster requires a fighter and 1 hero of any type. That's what this H means, 1 hero of any type. So currently, I cannot attack unless I have a fighter. And for 3 action points, you can discard your entire hand and draw 5 new cards. So this player will simply play a hero card, another hero card, and another hero card. Because why not? Now this player, they also get 3 action points and can do the same thing. Draw a card, play a card, roll dice for abilities, which they can't do, or attack a monster. So they're going to play a hero. Now when they play that hero, this player has a challenge card. They're going to challenge that. So this player rolls the dice. They got a 5. Now that player rolls an 8. 8 beats 5. They win the challenge. So this challenge goes away and this card gets to stay. Unless this player plays a modifier. Anytime you roll dice, you can play modifier cards such as +4, +2, -2, +1, -3. So if this person rolled a 7 and this person rolled an 8, that player could have played a -4 modifier, which would have been this person's 4 against this person's 7. This person would have won. So you can use these to increase your own or decrease your opponent's rolls at any time. They don't cost actions or anything. They are reactions. So the challenge was won by this player. They get to keep their hero. So they'll draw, play another hero. So they use 1 point to play the hero, used another point to draw a card, and then use a 3rd point to play the hero. That player's turn is done. This player's turn. First thing they're going to do is draw a card. And then they're going to use 2 action points to attack Titan Wyvern. If this player rolls a 4 or less, they have to discard 2 cards. If they roll 8 or better, they slay the monster card. I need a fighter and 1 hero of any type to attack. So I have at least 2 heroes. I have 4, so that meets the requirement there. And this one is a fighter. So I meet that requirement there as well. I'm rolling the dice. 8 or better wins me the attack. I got a 7. That does not win me. So I have to discard 2 cards. These cards go to the graveyard. So I drew a card and I attacked, which is 3 points. Now it's that player's turn. Now that player is not going to draw or anything. They are going to attack the Titan Wyvern. They got 8 on their own. So they didn't even need to play any modifiers. If they needed to, they could have played +2 or +1 or both to increase their roll to win that. So now the Titan Wyvern is slain. Now this goes over here on this side of the board for this player. Now that he's slain, each time you roll for a challenge, +1 to your roll. So if this was a challenge roll, such as we saw before, this would not be an 8, it would be a 9, because this gives it +1. So that player has attacked, which costs 2 points. Now they have 1 more action. They are going to draw a card. Okay? That player's turn is done. This player's turn. They're going to use all 3 points to draw 5 cards. Whoop. Now he has a full hand, but the turn is over for this player. I forgot to mention, once a monster is slain, you must flip a card immediately. A new monster. Now it's this player's turn again. This player is going to play Enchanted Spell +2 to all of your rolls until end of turn. And they are going to attack the Corrupted Sabertooth. Because if you slay this monster, you draw a card. So it needs a 9 or better. And because of this, +2, so all they need on the dice is a 7 or better. So they got a 10, so they win. So we met the requirement of 3 heroes. 1, 2, 3. Party leaders are not heroes, but they do fulfill requirements for heroes. So if I got a 6 or less, I would have had to sacrifice a hero card if I lost that battle. +9, so I got a 12. Slay the monster and draw a card. The ability reads, each time you would destroy a hero card, you may steal that hero card instead. Draw a card for the effect. I still have one action. The one action, I will play this hero. This hero, in response, will challenge it. Now, you cannot challenge a challenge. If this player played a challenge, that player cannot challenge a challenge. In Unstable Unicorns, you can nay a nay. In Magic the Gathering, you can counter a counter. You can't do that in this game. So this player is going to roll 9. That player rolls a 4. They're going to play -4 to this player's roll. So instead of 9, it's now a 5. And then they're going to do this one as well. So instead of a 5, it's now a 2. So now it's 2 versus 4. So now what this player can do is do a +3. Okay? So now it's 4 versus 5. So now this player can do a +2 or a -2. So they'll do +2. So now it's 6 versus 5. And then this player can play this one. So now it's 7 versus 5. So now this player wins the challenge, and this card gets countered. Or should I say challenged. All the modifiers go to the graveyard, the discard pile. So that is how modifiers work. That is how challenges work. That's how you slay monsters. That's it. This player will take their turn. Draw. Forgot to do this again. They'll attack this guy. Need a 9 or better. Got an 8. Bummer. Sacrifice a hero card. And you just keep going back and forth until someone has slain 3 monsters, or one person has all 6 hero classes on their side of the board. For instance, for this player to win, they would also need a guardian, a ranger, and a thief. If this player's board looked like this, they would win the game immediately because they have 6, 1 from each class. Thief, fighter, guardian, wizard, bard, and ranger. Now, even if you were just missing 1, you wouldn't win the game. But if this player had gotten the final monster, then they would have won the game. So that is Here to Slay.